Alright, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get to going. This will be part 2B of Pokemon Trading Card Game. In the middle of our duel with Heather here from the Grass Club. And so, Porygon only has 30 HP. That's good news for us, and she's putting Venonats on the bench, which have only 40 HP. I can't remember whether Venonaut is weak to fire or psychic. And yes, I did say Venonaut, as in astronaut. And I just paused. I completely lost my train of thought. Drew Diglett. Well, he could have used the stinking fire energy. Oh, well, it's sort of irrelevant. I'll give this to our Pikachu, just so we can spread out the energy a little bit. Spread the love. And Growlithe, you go ahead and just attack Porygon. As I've said, I really need to go through this deck, because it doesn't seem to have much of a strategy to it, and 3 types of energy is ridiculously over the top. Personally, I like to stick with 1 just for ease of use, the fact that I won't have to worry about drawing stuff. And I mean, you can get some good combinations going on with multiple elements, but 3 is just overkill. You really are unable to get what you want unless you waste a lot of trainer cards being merely energy drawing cards. So Porygon doesn't even have energy. And oh, Venomoth. Well, I suppose I can see what her strategy is going on. Change Venomoth to any other color. Alright, so I suppose that might be able to dodge a weakness, or just frustratingly weaken myself. But Porygon should be dead, so that'll just give me another chance to draw a prize, get an extra card, get a little advantage over our cute little friend here. Cute, of course, in the 16-bit, 32-bit, something like that. Whatever bit this game is. Go ahead and give that other lightning energy to Pikachu. In the event that there's maybe a Raichu in this deck, I have no clue. Porygon, you are dead. You. Again, Porygon's another one of those freak Pokemon similar to Eevee. It's constructed of digital stuff, and somehow it exists in 3D in the real world in a physical form, even though it's a computer program of some sort, which doesn't quite make sense. And I mean, how can Porygon reproduce being a computer? By viruses, perhaps? But oh, this is great, another Porygon that I can pretty much slay easily. The problem is, I'm sure the last thing she's going to bring into play is that Venomoth, which will probably put a little bit of a beating on me, as it can turn itself to water type and such. But I still should be alright, especially considering I'll only need 1 more prize once it comes on the field. If I could draw a Charmander, that might be useful. Let's see, and attach that to Ponyta, so now I've got a pretty good amount of backup to deal with Venomoth either way. And Porygon, you're probably going to die very soon, I must say. You know, I'm getting back in the swing of things even with this deck. It's totally going to need some modification. But hey, what can you do? You work with what you're given, and I suppose in this case I was given the deck of an 8-year collegiate graduate, so he must have been an expert on this subject. You know, I'm really running that joke into the ground, and I kind of apologize. I just find that incredibly amusing. Finish the turn without attacking. Good. Well, so Porygon is dead. I require only 1 more prize, and I'm pretty sure she's about, if she's intelligent, to put Venomoth on the field. Hey, there's our Charmander. It's about time. We've had your friends, Charmander, so where have you been? Charmander on the bench. Doesn't have any fire energy, but we'll just give him 1 fighting so he can use, like, Scratch or something like that. And let's go ahead and finish off this stupid Porygon, level 12, because that's relevant to its status in the game. And so you're dead, and I'm assuming Venomoth is about to come. About to come. If she's been keeping up on things, hopefully she's been attaching her energy to it, so that it can be effective. Not that I wish to have to deal with it. Hey, there's Machop, why not? Yep, as I suspected, Venomoth, level 28, is coming to inflict some pain on me. It'd be pretty amusing if she didn't have enough energy to give the thing. It's only got 1? Really? I think it needs 2 or 3. So Porygon level 12 is on the bench. Can it do anything with 1 energy? No. This is going fantastic, actually, for having a very poorly designed deck. And then again, I mean, she's like, what, the first trainer in the gym. You can't expect her to be the best. Well, I suppose you could, but those would be pretty foolish expectations. I don't need to do anything, just attack. It's got 70 health. It gives her some time to get something going on, perhaps. I wonder if there's an Arcanine in the deck, or some more fire energy would be nice. So then maybe I could just get Charmeleon out here and slay her. Ah, he is weak against fire. Great. I wasn't sure if it was psychic or fire. So next turn, Venonaut should be dead unless she's intelligent enough to have it retreat. Though Ponyta should be good to go, and if she puts out a Porygon, I can kill it in one hit. Bill, draw 2 cards. Ah, that's a card that I could use in my deck. You know, Bill was always a good guy until he got turned into a Pokemon. Then he was a good creature. And then he was turned back into a guy, gave some SSN tickets to people, and he just wasn't that much fun anymore. I mean, we've been using his PC already. We hack his PC and store things before we ever met him, so what purpose was there meeting him other than to get some boat tickets, which we likely could have obtained elsewhere? If defending Pokemon has a weakness, you may change it to anything besides colorless. I would assume grass to, yep, leaf. Leaf is a type. And so draw 1 card from the deck. Fire energy, maybe? That'd be nice. Magnemite? Wow, this deck is really just out there, I guess I'll say. I think Charmeleon has like a slash or something like that. It's really about irrelevant. Actually, what am I thinking? Let's do this. Retreat, discard fighting energy. Go ahead and bring back out Ponyta. And that should be the end of our foolish friend Heather here. And I'm going to have to sort this deck. Flametail, the Burning Ring of Fire. Porygon's HP is going down, down, down. And my victory is going higher. And that was incredibly just ridiculous. But Porygon was knocked out. I will draw 1 prize out of the 1 remaining. Hey, there was a fire energy the whole time. Probably the only other one in the deck. Decision. The king is victorious. Yes, my boy, this victory is what all true warriors strive for. I just wonder what the gym leader's up to. Well, once we kill them, we'll find out. Enough. I can't believe I could lose. You really couldn't? Hey, great, I got a booster pack. Coliseum. King checked the cards in the booster pack. Well, I would hope so. Electabuzz, Nidorino, Charmeleon, Raticate, Goldeen, Diglett, Abra, Nidoran, Switch, Grass Energy. And I've got a second one. So, let's see what I've got in this pack. I remember the booster packs. There's like 5 or 6 different kinds, although they're not actually coinciding with the ones in real life. Item Finder's a cool card, actually. That's the rare. Raticate, wow, it's almost the exact same, except for Tangela and Grass Energy, which I have no use for. But though it is the Grass Gym, so I can't be surprised, well, then the likelihood of them producing their own packs may be odd, perhaps? I don't know. Can't think of the appropriate word. The likelihood of them putting Grass Energy in the packs is unlikely. Wow, there's not really a good word for that. I just made myself sound quite foolish and perhaps even uneducated. Would I like to duel? No, what am I doing? This is what I get for clicking dialogue. I'll be glad to duel you anytime you like. Aw, isn't she so sweet? And so we've got another person here, but we're not going to deal with her yet because we need to fix our deck. Well, I need to fix my deck, but I'd like to include you guys in the process. Sort of. Just in name only. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this because it's already been almost a 20-minute duel episode, so to speak. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll fix my deck, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.